No hey, title screen, Quillet La Ropa. I don't know what any of that means, and I'm just gonna go past it. My net is terrible this night. I hate it when I have internet problems. Don't stand near the rays, or they might hit you. There's only one P balloon at the end. Lose a yellow. It's what you have to do. Distant thunder. Gotta say, I don't know how that's gonna look on stream. Interesting use. Oh, actually, that's a nice parallax up there, too. Who made this? I know this name. Pinci. I have definitely played levels by Pinci before. Oh, I understand what's going on now. That's really cute. There's no title screen, get nude now. Fortaleza people definitely treat this kind of stuff differently, I have to say. Not a bad thing. Just is. Oh, hey, a pipe that goes somewhere. One up, pipe. Well, that was a fun pipe. I wanted to see what I was missing if I get trucked past something. In this case, I got trucked past a lot. Yeah, I think that the pipe I would have entered was right there, so this is alright. This reminds me vaguely of Commander Keen as well. I think that there was like some spots in one of the Commander Keen games where you stand, you get electrocuted like that with a big bolt. Hey, wait, that's my shell. That last message had so much delay. Yeah, I've had problems with that on Twitch, where like 30 seconds of delay. It makes it hard sometimes to communicate. Feel about this implementation of rain? You know, I don't know how it... Let's see how it encodes. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look as good as it does on my screen. I do wonder how it would look on a CRT. Like, on my screen, this looks kind of okay. Like, it still scans a bit weak. So used to those things sticking back and forth. But on a CRT, I wonder how it would look. I might actually have to get out the CRT and look at it at some point in the vaguely near future, just because I'm curious. I still have a CRT around here somewhere that I haven't used it since the last N Knuckles stream. At least not for the purpose of streaming. I did use it once for... No, I was just playing... I guess I just spent some time playing Sonic Spinball when I had that hooked up for a bit. But yeah, I acquired it from my father. He was going to throw it out, and I'm like, well, I drove here. I can take it with me. He's like, yeah, that works. Saved me a trip to Goodwill. And that's how I got a CRT. It's not a very exciting story. It's also not a very exciting CRT. It doesn't have stereo. It only takes one of the two sound things. And you do have to plug in both. You have to plug in sound and video or else it doesn't work. Okay, cool. Now we're back in new territory. Perhaps new to territory. A cool little music video I saw. I want to say it was in Spanish. I'm not sure now, though. That used old-school Sierra-style graphics. And it was about these two dudes who were going to Ibiza, and they wanted to, and they found a flyer for some sort of naked party, and they wanted to go to it, and then they get sidetracked with one of them going and trying to win a Mr. Universe pageant, and the other one getting sidetracked by an anthropomorphic set of it's the weirdest thing. It's cigarettes with legs. A big pack of cigarettes with legs. Bizarre thing. I assume it's one of those, if you know about these people, this makes sense, but I don't, and it didn't. Alright, well, apparently there's a way to go down here. I feel that that was not a worthwhile thing to do, but I guess it worked out. Catchy song, though. And I, of course, do enjoy the Sierra game aesthetics. You can clearly see that they ripped a decent chunk of it from, like, Leisure Suit Larry, though, because, given the premise, wouldn't they? So now this way around. Put some humor in. Inside humor. That would make sense. Have a different set of memes than the normal SMW Central crowd would. Like all of the soup nonsense and putting Among Us in things. Still not sure where the soup thing came from. I think there was a Midway, wasn't there? Distant Thunder from Kuro Blaster? I've heard of Kuro Blaster, but I've never played it. Nope, gotta go up the tower. This is definitely an interesting level. Well, granted that. You don't see too many vertical levels like this in Mario. And once again, I'm going to compare this to Commander Keen for reasons. It reminds me very much of the secret level in Commander Keen 5, which is a big tower you have to climb. That was inspired by it? Oh, okay, what kind of game is Kuro Blaster? I keep forgetting that I can now actually use my laptop while streaming to look things up. That is not what I was expecting. It's a platform video game. This is definitely interesting. Oh, yes, I wanted that to play in my ear. Thank you, Steam. Alright, yeah, that actually looks pretty cool. You're a lizard with a gun and you platform. Which makes sense. Or possibly a frog, I guess, given the title. But Mario has no gun. He could be a frog, though. It's a thing Mario has done before. But yeah, the secret level in Commander Keen 5 is required if you want to get the hilarious ending, as opposed to the normal ending. Bizarrely, Commander Keen 4 and 5 have secret endings if you go through the secret level, which usually requires some doing because you have to know where it is. Made by the game made Cave Story? Ah, okay. Well, that's pretty nifty. Definitely puts it higher on my list of I would want to play that. Was it still made just by him on his lonesome, like Cave Story was, or did he have like a team? I can't stop doing that. I still think the fact that Cave Story is done by one man, graphics, music, and all, is incredibly impressive. Have I made the right choice to do this? I saw the key, but I never picked it up. There are multiple exits, I guess? I got it. I beat it. That was an interesting level. This is a little bit painful to look at. Yeah, I wasn't thinking much of the level in the first half, but the vertical section definitely redeemed it in my eyes. Like, that made it a much cooler level. And used the theme a bit more. You wonder if the keys, you can get attached to them and get stuck. Get attacked by the lightning. Real lightning! Not sure, believe he did most of the work. That would make sense. I have a lot of respect for one-man teams. It's not easy. Like, if I had to do art for video games, I guarantee it would just be blocks, be squares. I would have to outsource that. Ditto the music. I have no musical inclinations. So I'm curious about that key. That's the thing that's weirding me out. I swear I saw a lock. I know I saw a key. We're going to investigate. Ah. Maybe it's possible? It's possible. The question is, where did I see the lock? I wasn't paying attention. I thought it was further down. There's the lock. I have to get at the lock from the other side. Okay. Or the keyhole, really. Nothing wrong with Blox's art. Just ask Patrick's Parabox or Thomas Was Alone. It's true. It's true, but the art is still the first thing people see when they play your game. Using programmer art isn't necessarily the most ideal thing. But, you know, it's always an option to outsource. I like to point out Braid had its art outsourced, and it was a really cool... it was an interesting way of outsourcing it. The music had mostly come from Newgrounds, which was interesting in of itself. There we go. Got the secret. And I'm glad I did. That was fun. But he sourced the art from the guy who used to do a webcomic called The Lesson Is Learned, but the Damage is Irreversible, who was very versatile in some different styles of painting. So that's how you kind of got the backgrounds and all looking like that. Just because he had expertise doing experience doing impressionist style backgrounds from the webcomic. I wish he kept making the webcomic, but you know, can't have everything.